Okay, let me introduce the 7 speakers for the Day 2 event, Hong Kong International UFO Congress Pro, one by one, briefly. The first speaker is a lady first. So Dr. Dominique Sherrill, and she has been teaching CRV, Controlled Remote Viewing, for almost 2 decades. And as you can tell from the name, it means that somebody just sits inside the room and then he or she can see things happening anywhere around the whole world, even in the past. And you can see here is a photo for training the CR viewers. And the CR viewer just sit inside the room and then they imagine they have already seen this real environment and then draw some diagrams. You can see people here and then your people here, and also some curves here and curves here. So that means the control remote viewers under training can actually see the real site far away. The second speaker is Mr. James Chu. If you have been attending activities of Hong Kong UFO Club for some years, you should know James. He is an executive committee member of Hong Kong UFO Club. And he will talk about free energy. And you can see here, there are still photographs or diagrams on free energy motors and also free energy car. Dr. Kashi, originally we intend to invite him to Hong Kong, but later due to some special reasons he can't come, and James will talk about his inventions on his behalf. The third speaker is Dr. He-Lin Fu. He is actually from Taiwan, and he had been working with NASA for many years before his retirement, and he will be talking about space travel, the ambitious plan done by the NASA of USA, how to bring spacecrafts to very remote planets or even the solar system. So he will talk about that. The fourth speaker will be Mr. Michael Horn. He is the official spokesman of Mr. Billy Meier. If you have already researched UFO phenomena for some years, you should know this big name, Billy Meier. And I think he is the greatest contactee in UFO phenomena over the past half a century. And he did film many video clips and also photographs. And you can see he actually in 1976 he predicted that, or actually it's not predicted, he was told by the aliens that Mercury got a solid metallic core, and this finding was confirmed by NASA in 2008, so some 30 years later. So although you can say that it's a prophecy, but actually it's not prophecy. It's something told to Bill Meier by the aliens. And Michael is the official spokesman of Billy, and he will talk about all contact histories and also proof that such contact is genuine. And then we have Mr. Jeff Wan, who is from Hong Kong, and he wrote 2 books. One is called The Stone Angle, and the second book is called The God's Machines. And he is more interested in those sites, okay, with all those stones. And he's tried to conclude a theory saying that all these stone sites were actually messages conveyed to us by the aliens. Mr. Paul Stonehill, a very famous writer in UFO books, and actually he was from Russia, so he is very familiar with all the research activities and investigation activities from Russia. So he wrote many books. You can see one is Russia's Roswell Incident, something like that. And on this Day 2 event, he will be addressing a very special topic which has not been commonly addressed by our lectures in UFO Club. USO, not UFO. You're all familiar with UFOs. The USO stands for unidentified submarine objects or submersible objects. So those flying saucers coming out from the sea, from the lakes, from water. And finally, I will be the last speaker of the Day 2 event, and I will talk about the Tunguska explosion. Some 90 years ago, 100 years, more than 100 years, more than 100 years ago. From the history, we know that there was a very big explosion and leveling almost 80 million trees within an area of about 2,000 square kilometers. So there are many investigations done by Russians over the past century. But up to now, there's no theory that can explain all the evidence. And I will talk about all the theories and methodologies adopted by Russians to study this. And I think all these methodologies will be useful for us to study other UFO